What's going on, Guardians? It's Tizzle here. In this video, we will be breaking down the changes to the exotic hunter boots, the Bombardiers. Before the buff, the armor stated that dodging leaves behind an explosive that detonates after a short delay, damaging enemies around it. In the TWAB from Bungie covering exotics, it stated that these would be changing. The changes were as follows. The bomb now has a secondary effect based on your subclass type. Blind for Arc, Burn for Solar, Slow for Stasis, and Suppress for Void. Note, the suppression will not affect a Guardian in a super. So really quickly, here's a clip of the Bombardiers before the buff, just doing damage to a boss. We'll now break down each subclass element and see how it works in both PvE and PvP. So here's the armor after the change. As you can see, the changes are just as I described from the TWAB. So let's have a look at them in PvE first. The Solar Bomb will cause burn damage to enemies. However, on Middle Tree Gunslinger, they don't seem to proc playing with fire. As well, I tried killing a whole bunch of ads with these boots while I had Wrath of Rasputin on, and I could not get them to spawn a Warmind cell. So maybe they have to die to the actual burn effect and not to the explosion. Just something I thought you should be aware of. Next, we tested the Arc subclass, and as you can see, the grenade explodes and temporarily blinds the captain. This effect actually lasts a decent amount of time, and is really effective on captains because they are so annoying when they are teleporting all around. And aside from the Deepstone Crypt raid, they generally always have arc shields, so this is definitely good for that as well. Next, we tested the Void Grenades. These suppress enemies. As you can see, against the captain, it still moves around rather quickly, but it's not firing its weapon off. And lastly, we have Stasis. This slows enemies, and as you can see, when we dodge near the captain and the shanks, it gives them the slow effect. And that is how they work in PvE. I'll now show them in PvP. I had my buddy Steam with me, and we both had these on. So I dodge and then show what it does to him, and then he dodges and it shows the effect that it gives to me. So we go in the order of Void, then Arc, then Solar, then Stasis. And on the Void one, I popped an Arc Staff to see if it suppresses me. Bungie stated that it would not suppress out of a super, and as you can see, it doesn't. The rest of the video will just be showing the PvP effects. I definitely won't be using these exotics in PvE anytime soon, but they definitely have a bit more value now than they did before in PvP. I hope this video helped you out, and if it did, then a like would be greatly appreciated. And if you want to see more content like this, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss any future uploads. Take care, Guardians.